Some of our Hidalgo County leaders making it a point this week to get the message out, communicating the dangers of synthetic marijuana. Joining us on 710 KURV, a couple of Eddies, Eddie Olivarez and Eddie Guerra. Eddie Olivarez, the Hidalgo County Health Office Director, and Eddie Guerra, our Sheriff for Hidalgo County. Okay, Sheriff, you're up first. Is there a problem here? Has there been a rash of synthetic marijuana medical problems or arrests of late?
Well, I was notified by our county health director last Thursday. He was on a conference call with most of the major hospitals, and they were explaining to them that at that particular time there was 25 individuals either in a ventilator or comatose as a result of smoking or inhaling synthetic marijuana. So it's definitely it's a crisis that we're seeing here.
Okay, first of all, what is synthetic marijuana?
Well, synthetic marijuana, it's what it is. It's usually it's either herb or I call it a weed, just a regular weed. It's sprayed on with a chemical substance to mimic the active ingredient in marijuana, which is THC, and but these are usually done in countries outside the U.S., either in China, Croatia. The chemist over there, they just put a formula together. They spray it onto the weed,
okay,
and then package it, and they sell it as either as a potpourri or incense.
Well, as you heard, that is Sheriff Eddie Guerra from Hidalgo County, and we're also joined by Eddie Olivarez from the Hidalgo County Health Office. Looks like we have a rash of synthetic marijuana problems in the area. Some folks in the hospital as a result of smoking this stuff or inhaling some of the smoke from this stuff. Joining us on 710 KURV, Eddie Olivarez and Eddie Guerra.
Eddie Olivarez, Tim Sullivan here. Let me pose this question to you. So, a public health advisory has been issued. That right there seems to be an indication of just how serious this problem is.
Well, good morning, Tim. Good morning, Sergio. The problem is serious. Now, this is not an area we track, from our public health concern. But when we work very closely with our hospitals, and when we have local hospitals calling us and saying that this is a big problem for them, they're seeing a major increase in activity in their ER rooms from this type of abuse. We went ahead and I reviewed the situation with Sheriff Guerra. I reviewed the situation with DA Rodriguez and the Judge Garcia. And the consensus was that the best thing to do was to get out an alert and let the community know that from a health care perspective, that this was a urgent situation that demanded attention.
Is synthetic marijuana then more of a problem than regular marijuana in terms of the effect on the user?
The problem with it is that this is an industrial chemical, and this is being altered and developed overseas and brought into the U.S. and is used to lace the different herbal or products that use either marijuana or another type of herbal substance that is used. The problem is that chemical alteration is not. It's done for industrial purposes, not done for medicinal use. So this is not for human consumption.
Wow.
This is a poison.
Yeah.
So when you have for the lack of a better term, the distributor who is making the substance, I don't think he's really sitting down looking at a test tube and measuring exact amounts to make sure everything's okay. I think they're just mixing it, and you know what? It's not a consistent thing. So this is not a science-based product that has proven medical purposes. It's a substance that's be used for mood-altering effect. There is no science behind it. This is dangerous. It's poison. Simple.
Sheriff Guerra, back to you. Where are kids or anybody able to get the synthetic marijuana? Because this stuff has been banned as well, hasn't it? It's illegal like regular marijuana?
No,
That's what
it is not illegal. Some of these smoke shops and what we call head shops, they sell it over the counter as as a
bath salts or an herb or something like that.
Well, they sell it as potpourri or an incense product, you know, and you can also buy it over the internet. Texas currently does not ban it. There's 43 other states that do ban this product, but Texas allows it.
That is amazing. Don't you find that ironic, Sherriff?
Yeah.
That the real deal marijuana is illegal and banned, and yet this stuff is available as potpourri on a shelf and is being smoked by these kids.
By kids, yes.
Yeah.
So the mere possession of it is not illegal unless your intent to use it to consume it.
Yeah, try to connect the dots on that one when they buy it. Okay, so you've got a rash of people in the hospital as a result of smoking, inhaling this stuff, and getting themselves sick. Eddie, can you expand on that? What's happening to these individuals? What went wrong?
What happens? There's several things that happen. All it takes, again, because this is it's a poison. Simple. It's not intended for consumption. What happens is that it affects the pulmonary system. When you inhale the smoke or the fumes from this product, you could use it either in a cigarette form. You could use it in an electronic cigarette, you know, the e-cigarettes. You could also use it in a bong type of setting. When you inhale the fumes from this chemical, it actually destroys your alveoli, destroys your lining of your lungs, and you have massive hemorrhaging of your lungs inside your lungs. That's one issue. Okay. The other issue is that we're getting reports from physicians that they're seeing young people coming in with renal failure, and a lot of that's kidney. They're having to be put on dialysis. Imagine being 16 years old and being put on dialysis because
they're ravishing their bodies. Now, has this turned out to be deadly in any case?
We've had one, according to Dr. Farley, we've had one case that actually came out as a confirmed case due to synthetics, and then 2 other cases that are highly suspicious.
Sherriff, is this recent? This rash, this over 24 cases that you're dealing with right now in the hospital?
Well, no, we've had this problem here in the past. The reason why this product is so popular with these kids is because it's marketed as regular marijuana. It's just synthetic marijuana.
Is it cheaper?
Same high. It costs the same, but they tell them, hey, you can smoke this stuff, and it's not going to come out if you get tested. It's not going to come out on a test.
Eddie, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to put out a warning out to parents or teachers or whoever you need to speak to right now. You got 20 seconds. Go.
Sergio and Tim, what I recommend and what the Commissioner's Court and Sheriff Guerra and Sheriff DA Rodriguez is saying, parents, teachers, civic leaders, take a lead with us. Help us stop this situation in our community. Educate yourself. Go to the websites. Learn about this. Parents, learn about it. Faith-based community, learn about it. Educate your community. We all need to band together to combat this serious problem.
All right, guys, thank you much. That is Eddie Olivarez, Hidalgo County Health Office, and Eddie Guerra, or Hidalgo County Sheriff, on 710 KURV.